Trying to control the external reality is one of the acts that almost everyone indulges in when introduced to manifestation. When you first consciously manifest, you feel empowered and start feeling as if you have control over 3D or external reality. That is why some great philosophers mention you cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. After listening to this, many of the people who are new to the law might feel that they cannot manifest everything. But this isn't true. In this video, I will explain where your focus should be and why outside reality does not matter to you when manifesting your desires. I know some of you have indulged in the habit of estimating when your manifestation will come to fruition, and sometimes you try to control 3D when things don't seem to go as you think they should. You feel as if you are defeated, and that makes you sad. As you read and experience the law, you understand a lot about manifestation. And when that happens, you rise above the mindset of controlling the external reality. You get a breakthrough, and suddenly you get clarity. I will assure you of this clarity by the end of this video. How do you think manifestation works? Is manifestation dependent on external reality? What do you think? Well, if you have consumed some information about manifestation, I hope you have heard of a principle. You've probably heard of the mirror principle. Everyone is you pushed out, or your external reality is based on your inner experiences. All of these statements tell you one simple thing: external reality is irrelevant when manifesting. Your focus should always remain on your internal reality, because the external is simply a manifestation of your dominant assumptions. Changing the external without changing the internal is only temporary. You change the surface, but no meaningful changes can be experienced in your reality. It's like a weed in your garden. Instead of removing it completely from the root, you cut it and think it's destroyed. For a few days, it appears that you've solved the problem. As days pass, weeds regrow because their roots are still in the soil. To prevent the weed from growing, you should have adopted certain practices that destroy them completely, and you should have planted your desired plant in that empty space. I am sure you might have this bit of knowledge about plants. In the same manner, if you try to control 3D, you are leaving the roots in the soil. Weed is visible, or the external reality, while roots are not visible, or the internal reality, or your inner world. You have often heard that to make meaningful changes in your life, you have to change internally. It is said so because your inner reality, or your imagining world, is the only place over which you have 100% control. You can be whoever you want to be. You can have anything, meet anyone, and experience anything you would like to. When you stay in this feeling and it becomes a dominant feeling within you, you have planted the seed in that empty space that will grow a beautiful flower or manifest your desired outcome. It is because of the mirror principle, or everyone is you pushed out, that says everything in the external world is a manifestation of your inner world. The world where you have conversations, sometimes positive and sometimes negative. Your opinions about others materialize in your external reality. So, instead of fighting by controlling the external world, you have to have control over your internal world. The way you feel, the way you behave, and the way you think are all under your control. Nobody else can imagine what you can. No one but you can form your opinions. You can surely read something or hear something, but if you don't accept it, that means your dominant feelings are not from that assumption, and it won't manifest in your reality. How many times have you watched horror movies? Did ghost appear in front of you, or did your childhood doll appear out of nowhere and started waving at you? Did that happen? No, right. Do you believe in it? This is what I am saying. Your dominant assumptions are manifesting. And where do you hold that assumption, internally or externally? The answer is very clear. You hold assumptions internally, and you have to make changes internally. Now, read it carefully or play it over and over again what I'm about to tell you. You don't have to be concerned with when, how, or if it happens. It does not matter if it is possible or not. You only have to be concerned about the feeling, your dominant feeling, and the assumptions. You must maintain that sensation for as long as possible. When you feel it internally without a doubt, whether the scene was real or not, you, my friend, have done all that was needed from you. You will lose all the resistance about how, when, or if it happens. You have already lived that moment. For you, it is real. It does not matter what external reality is telling you. It has started changing and will bring to you what you have seen internally. It is not your task to change the external, as it is a mirror that is reflecting all that you are holding inside of you. When you stand in front of a physical mirror, what do? Do you yell at it in order for it to change its reflection? Or do you wave at it in order for it to show you that you're waving? Your only job is to cultivate inner knowingness, and everything will rearrange itself to match what you know to be true. All the power is within you. You are the operator of that power. You are the creator of your own experiences. Whenever you go within and change the scenarios by imagining them, and when you come back to your senses and if you ask, where is it? You have done it in the wrong manner. Instead of asking where it is or when it is coming, just repeat, isn't it wonderful? Just repeat all the things that confirm that what you just experienced is real. Don't tell anyone about it. No one will believe you. Instead, they will tell you that it is not possible. Don't go looking for evidence. Evidence will follow. It will come to you in the most natural way possible, in a way you can't imagine. And when that happens, you will get goosebumps, and internally, you will be like, oh my God, I did it. So, I hope you got the clarity that I mentioned about at the beginning of this video. Subscribe for more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.